You took off the field off, and I was going to take your seat.
Really?
You had to do that.
Yeah.
You had to do that.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. It's Moondog here, and
weird videos.
we're at the final. We're at the final leg here. This is our last live stream before the game next Saturday, and we have we're thankfully we've got practically a full house here, and I want to thank just up front. I want to thank Joker for hosting this on Players Wanted. Also tonight we have Virtue, who's going to be COing the green. General Greens. We have my right-hand man, Sonic, aka Ian, here. We've got Buck. Buck, do you got sound on there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, all right.
Just quiet.
And we got we have Cyamp, who's running our Chrono station. We got Limo, and we got the head of the Tribals. We got Headkill, and the head of Deus Ex, Carbon. And I've got a little bit of an echo, but never mind that. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming online, and hopefully we'll get a few more of the embeds and staff joining us this evening. But I wanted to get everybody together before the game this Saturday, just to answer some questions. Also some questions because we also have some new staff members, some new embeds who will be joining us this year, and so we want to give them an opportunity to get up to speed on some of the processes that we have for the event. Now, for those of you who didn't know, we have our COs are going to be responsible for organizing all of the players on their faction, and everybody. And I give a lot of leeway to the COs to decide how they want to organize their folks. So definitely, if you're watching this and you haven't been, logging on to either the Facebook, so it's a good place to start is the Bad Blood series, and from there either you'll find the link on the player packet to the Facebook groups that we've set up for the different factions, and some of the factions have also split off other private groups just to talk among those who volunteered to be squad leaders or platoon leaders for their particular faction, just to talk about strategy, because the general groups are somewhat porous and open to anybody who wants to join, because we still haven't gotten all of the player rosters for the game. And that's the only way we know who's actually going to be in. But it's kind of a catch-22. We don't know who's on the roster until all of the teams get sold out. And if I'm not mistaken, Marxist sold out this today, though that's what I heard. But
Give me 1 second.
For the box.
I heard from somebody else that it was still saying tickets available on Evic. So I'm not sure which is the case.
I think those were the returned ones.
Yeah, it could be some returns. Let's see how many things are left.
So in any case, Evic won't. The staff at Evic won't be there today because it's Sunday. So I'll get a hold of them on Monday, and we'll get the final roster all squared away, because there's always some last minute cancellations or
I'm gonna say, don't trust if they've sold out or not, because I can technically, quote unquote, I can still buy 19 tickets. So
Oh, okay.
they might have upped the cap. Let's hope not. Or there's been a bunch of returns. We'll see.
Okay.
Sounds like Marxist propaganda to me.
Yeah, don't trust the Marxists.
Someone's salty.
All right. So, so get
I-
with your COs. They're responsible for how your faction's organized, and I leave it up to them how they want to split up everybody, and that's really up to them who's in charge of the squads and whatnot. The only thing I ask everybody to stay on is stay on your assigned channel for your faction, just because we're going to have close to 1,000 players on the field, and if everybody doesn't exercise a radio and radio channel discipline, it's going to be a mess. So just stick to your channels. We have some new embeds online. I can see here. We got Fenrir. Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. Now we have some new embeds coming in, and I think I sent out in the last live stream a request for those of you who want to be embeds for next year. We're fully staffed up now. We had an injury and a motorcycle accident with one of our embeds, so he couldn't make it. So that's the reason why I was looking for new embeds for this year. But we're always looking for new embeds to join us and as volunteers on the staff. And if you're interested in doing something like that, talk to your CO and get a recommendation from them. That's where we usually recruit from. And we're always looking for people to help everyone make this game run smoother, better, and more fair. So that's always a good thing. Now, embed's responsibilities, they are going to be staff members. They are dressed as members of the faction, but the word embed comes from embedded ref. So they are actually game staff who are there to make sure that people are playing fairly, address any issues. Like if we're going to at least one of the embeds at every faction is going to be equipped with a chrono. So we're going to do spot checks throughout the day. And if you think somebody's shooting hot, get on the radio, ask for your embed, identify where you think that somebody's shooting hot, and they will go and chrono that person.
I'm going to interject something here real quick.
Yeah.
It's the first time this has happened, so congratulations. But this could only hold 10 people, and we have 10 people inside. So I think if Headkill's trying to join back in again, you're going to have to wait your turn, sir. It's the first time we've actually hit capacity here.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Cool.
So sorry for everybody who's for the rest of our staff who have asked to jump in, but I just wanted to we'll get through this first part of the night just to go over the embed responsibilities for the new embeds, and for those and the new embeds you can log off. Just want to make sure that everybody was up to speed, and we answered any of the questions you might have. So for embeds and all the staff, I have a morning staff meeting at 08:30 over at the Wolf's Den, which is the lounge on top on the second floor of the shop. So when you get there, if you're an embed, you'll go into the tribal line rather than your regular faction line. I have your name and your information on the roster, added to the roster. So go there directly. And if we've arranged, so you'll just at that point go meet up with me upstairs, and we'll go over any last minute things. That's also where I'll be handing out sample cards to the COs and their CO pouches with their stamps, and we're just going over final things before the morning briefing, and we'll usually just get it done within 15 to 20 minutes.
Tom.
Yeah.
This year you said you wanted me to embed for tribals. Usually I run the chrono and then just walk the field like Ian does, spot checking people. Now do you still want me to embed in tribals?
Let's talk to Headkill. He may have that covered. So,
Yeah, because I was going to say I've always missed the embed meetings because I've always been running the chrono and then I just go straight out into the field.
So that's fine. It's really more for the other faction embeds that they need to be there because they.
Yeah, I was just saying I haven't embedded in a while, so I forgot what they're supposed to do.
To be honest, to be completely honest with you, depending on how your knees are, I'd rather you out there with me than kind of shadowing the tribals. Tribals themselves have kind of already been vetted. That's why we put them there.
Yeah.
So we can assume they're going to be doing their jobs correctly. I'd
Now-
much rather have more eyes on the field watching the cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now hopefully we don't have the same problem we did last year with that whole confusion where somebody moved the box and didn't move a box and didn't get permission.
Oh, we took care of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have.
Is Richie going to be there this year again or no?
No, he's not. He's going to be there. Well, he's not going to be. He stepped down from the CEO position of Black Shirts.
Okay.
So he won't. I'm actually. I think he's going to be there, but he's not going to be there in the capacity of CEO.
No,
No, he's got
Atlas
another
will
event.
be in South Carolina.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, where were we? Okay, so for the embeds, we're just going to handle any sort of last minute things that you might need that might be coming up. Also, staff members, we have reserved a bunkhouse. It's got. I posted up a link, so if you need a place to crash, we have those beds until they're all claimed available for staff members. See the Facebook group or send me a DM or a text message, and I'll send you the link to the sign up sheet for that. And just make sure that if you don't have my contact information, get it before Tuesday. Okay.
Nick, we were just talking about that, man. Yes, because the group is full. I see Cordello's in here, but he's not showing his lovely face.
So we might. Is there any other questions from the embeds about what your responsibilities? Oh, the other thing is if you definitely need 2 radios or a radio that can monitor 2 channels. Because you need to be on permanently on the staff channel, but also have the second channel free for your faction.
Yep.
And Ian, can you help out anybody in terms of if they need?
I'll try. I'll be more than happy to try, but my time, just like yours, is limited. So I'll do what I can for whoever I can, but I can't promise miracles.
Sure.
No, I'll be bringing 2 radios with me, so I'll just have one programmed and then locked in my pouch. So.
Yeah, I usually carry both also.
Yeah, the only reason I asked is because I've set my Baofeng to 2 channels, but I'm rarely ever switch them to broadcast out. So I couldn't remember exactly which buttons to press for that. So anyway,
with how hectic it was last year, I didn't even get an opportunity to switch off of staff channel. It was a pain in the ass.
Mark, add Nick back in, please.
I'm waiting for Nick to join in.
Okay.
I was like, I kept mine on the staff channel because it was just easier to yell at somebody next to me in the faction.
Yes, exactly. So that's the whole point. So if you're an embed, if you're a new embed, just use your radio. Just keep your radio on the staff channel. You could always grab one of your other players to relay a message to the CO or have them tell you if anybody's been calling for you. So you have that option to just use one of the guys, especially if you're hanging around the triage.
I was gonna say my platoon leader is like one of my other kids, so he'll just end up calling me or messaging me on my phone.
Perfect. Okay.
I was texting Cardelos to hop off so we could get Headkill back on. So back to what I was saying, I'll have a computer and a radio programmer, so I'll do what I can to reprogram radios and to hack into the new Baofangs that are FCC locked. But
when did they do that?
My time. Thank you so much for that. My time is going to be limited as yours.
Yeah.
So, but we'll do what we can.
Rip UV5Rs.
Cordello, your signal went to nothing and then it dropped, sir. but we didn't see your sexy face, so.
He's got that potato internet.
What, AOL?
So you had talked earlier about the spot checking of people who are reported to be hot. That's fine. That's all well and good. I would also like what we've been doing the past couple of years, since we do have Chronos on the field, for embeds in triage to just randomly pick 4 or 5 people and just make a show of it and show you chronoing them. Don't pick just the HPA or whatever. Like, take a cross mix of everybody and make sure you do that every few triages till you kind of get everybody, keep them honest, and that way anybody who maybe wants to kind of game the system, they know you're looking.
Yeah,
So,
and hopefully that dissuades them from bringing those hot guns on the field. But just keep an eye out for the guy who's, as soon as you show up pulling out your chrono, just sort of starts to fade back. That's usually a sign
Like,
that
no, come here. Don't run. I have people faster than you.
I have a couple of questions. How many people do I have for Chrono Friday and Saturday?
Okay, let me see here. I'll have to bring that up.
You got me.
Well, I always have you.
You have me.
If I wasn't prepping the night game, I would be in there for the night chrono, but
that's fine.
Got to
You're gonna have me and Che and I will both be there.
Okay.
And then Che's girlfriend Emma is going to be tossed to Moondog in registration.
Oh, okay, like last year.
Whenever we roll onto the field. So I'm picking them
now,
up.
Drew
we're definitely
Scarlett,
using
Ryland. We got some.
Yeah, we've
we're
got
definitely
aside from
using HPA locks this year. No more plastic cups with zip ties and. I mean, last year there were some people that I told them, says, go talk to Tom and Tim, and they were like, yeah, they said we can use a cup. We just put it on with zip ties, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
So
no cups with duct tape, no gloves, no socks as barrel bags, no homemade anything.
And that does not mean add a Trojan condom to the tip of your gun.
That guy is still a legendary, man. Like,
It was hilarious for the bit, but god damn it.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, last year there was like so much confusion with some people had the tournament locks. I think last year was the first year we said you had to have them, like really required it. And then some people are like, oh, I forgot. I know Tim sold some, but
Well, Amps should have some.
Oh yeah,
all the heads up to
all the
Amps that
vendors will
Amps
have
to bring
them.
extra.
Yep. Yeah, the
they
vendors
come.
on site will have them.
So
okay.
Vendors will have them, but we have to remember that there's the whole new generation of regulators that have them built in, so
Yeah.
they don't need. And that's the thing some people tried to snake off with last year. Oh, it can't be locked. Yes, it can. Come here.
As long as
But
you
you
got the
just gotta
small
keep-
zip ties, they all get locked.
Yeah, just got to remember that because there's some new ones. I think the new mini SFR has it like built in where you have to zip tie across a screw now.
Yep.
So just to clarify this for Legend in the Making, we're not going to be chronoing every 10 minutes. There's going to be spot checks that happen throughout the day. So just understand that, especially if somebody's shooting hot, it might be, hey, come here for a second. Let's chrono your gun real quick. It's not going to
Yeah,
be.
what he was saying is when you're dead in triage, like if you're at your mobile triage and you're dead, everyone's waiting, you have to wait 10 minutes, well, up to 10 minutes anyways, just quick check people.
Yeah, so that'll
Especially if somebody's suspicious.
It's an
Now-
HPA limit, not a goal. If you are
Yes.
getting chronoed every 10 minutes, turn your gun down.
We've got Amped there for a reason. Go get a new spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Now-
that hard, boys.
I wanted to get back to Anthony. We've got for Friday we've got eight volunteers, but that includes that includes you, Joker, and Sin. So for those of you who are watching, we're still looking for volunteers for Chrono. You'll for one thing you'll get some extra swag for doing it, and you'll be helping out everybody get through all this faster. If you're interested in and you've got experience running a Chrono machine, contact me, send me a DM, or just post I think I posted up a just post or hit me with a DM or SciApp here, and we'll get you we'll get some information from you.
Do it
So-
for the swag.
Yeah.
Sorry, speaking of which, I did make a chrono cheat sheet for the chrono stations. I meant to get it over to Ian. It basically lists the weights and range and FPS. It does all the math. So hopefully we can get through quicker.
Okay, great.
But
So
it
we're,
should be
we're for the
either-
chrono. If they're using 27s, we should be able to tell what it would be according to your cheat sheet, so they don't have to switch
Yep.
to 25s. Okay.
Yeah, but you still have to
Yeah,
change the chronograph to match the weight they're using anyway. So
Yeah.
are you talking about spot checking? Or are you talking about initial chrono?
Both.
Initial chrono,
you
we
get-
should use our supply.
Yeah.
25.
We're always
Yeah.
going to use
We
our
are.
25. So
Okay.
We are.
Spot checking the graph will be helpful. Sure. Okay.
okay.
I
So
was like, I don't want to be doing no math or checking a chart. It's either pass or fail. If they fail,
No.
Go
I'm
to
talking
sim.
about for the people that are out spot checking. So there's no arguing about, well, usually, no, the math is done. It's right here.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that would be good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Anything
some
you
of
need
us are
printed,
too
just
old
send
to
over to
do
me.
math.
okay, and everybody, make sure that you've and this goes for all the staff members. Make sure you've downloaded your player packet and some extra maps. Now, Tim's been very good about printing some extra maps, but I mean, come on. For those of you who are watching this, your printer is going to look. The map printed from your printer is going to look better than some last-minute printout that you get on the field. So, just a pro tip here: print out your own map so that you can at least read it. So, I would definitely recommend that. If there's no other questions, let's jump into just some general rules, just sort of going over again for everybody who's tuning in.
Legends got a question popping
Oh,
up
okay.
from Greens.
I have answered
Discord.
this question 6 times on the Green Discord. As it states in the player packet, is as it applies. I'm not the only person that could change that is the man over there, and I can guarantee he's not. Just follow the rules.
So what's the argument?
Hold on, let me see if I can bring this back up. Continue. I gotta open
Okay.
Discord back up.
Okay.
All right, so let me take a stab at it. Face masks are required, mandatory, enforced, and they have to be faction color, right?
Yep.
The answer is no, they do not have to be faction color. They are quote unquote gear. Though it's on your head, it is not headgear. Use whatever face protection you want to use. We encourage it. If you are 18 or over, you do not have to wear lower face or ear protection. We 100% encourage it,
Yeah.
but it is not required. If you're under 18, you are required. There's no, oh, my other field let me. I don't give a shit. Go get a paintball mask. I don't care.
Yeah,
Risk
we
your
had a
teeth
bunch
on
of
your
that
own
because
time.
certain fields, it's 16 and lower, you have to have full cover, full face. 16 to 18, you can have 2 separate. After 18, you can separate it. You don't have to. But people are like, well, my field this, my field that. Oh, that's awesome. You can stay home and play there.
this
Right,
ain't your
exactly.
field.
We are guests at this man's property. We're going to follow his rules. His rules say full face protection from forehead to chin for anyone under 18 years old. That's life. You don't like it? I'm very sorry, but that's it.
Now it's
Suck it up, Buttercup.
it's an insurance thing for sure, but just for the reason why it's applicable for you is that almost everybody is going to be traveling from a long distance to get to this field. So just think about it this way: I ran a game where somebody came and they didn't wear their mask. And I said, you should wear a mask. And within the first 5 minutes of the game, they got their tooth chipped. So that person, I swear, I told him to wear the mask, and he got his tooth chipped. He had to leave. His whole day was ruined. Plus, he had to spend the money to go to get the dentist. But that's just what happened. It's because he didn't wear a mask.
I've had friends get BBs lodged in their lips and cheeks,
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
and I wear dentures, so I don't care. Chip my tooth and have another set.
Yeah. I understand that the debate was for players over 18, and yes, the rules and even the house rules do state it, but Tim has allowed us to allow 18 or over adults to not
Not
wear face protection. It's your problem. You get hit. You sign the waiver. That's life. But it is 100% encouraged because you're one of 1,000 people on this field. BBs are coming from every single direction. Just because you're not looking at it doesn't mean it's not going to hit you in the earlobe or in the back of the jaw or whatever. If you don't like getting hit in the face, put on a mask. I mean, like, I don't know what else to say. Does it look cool? No, but who cares?
It's
teeth
not bougie
look
enough.
cool. So let's just go, like, keep your teeth and, don't get a hole through your nose. No offense. But, like, if it wasn't there before you got on the field, let's not add to it. Let's put it that way.
Do you see that? That's what happens when you don't wear face pro.
Actually, right after I got this side pierced, I got shot in it, like immediate, like within a week of getting it done. It did not feel good.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Somebody asked, can embeds get a Ziploc bag of 2.5s for spot check? I seem like that'll be like way more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah, let's just go with, here's your cheat sheet.
I mean, if you want to bring an extra bag of a Ziploc bag in your pouch, then sure.
Yeah, I mean,
we laminated cheat sheet would be better.
But I don't think we're gonna
carry an extra mag for each AK.
Yeah, right. Just carry a mag or carry a speed loader.
Yeah, fill up one of your spare mags and put some duct tape on it so you know that's the mag that has the Chrono BBs in it.
We've all got a high cap somewhere. Just fill it up.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I would carry an AK and an M4 mag.
Yeah, that's why I made the cheat sheets, because it's literally hold the chrono up, look at the sheet. Done. All right, go.
I'm with Virtue on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you can do the cheat sheets like player card size, that'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I might actually be able to make them small enough to actually just stick to the chrono.
Or like the size of a playing card.
Yeah. Good luck. I got like a week, so I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off.
He had a lot of time. He's got nothing to do.
Let me know. I can bring the laminator.
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
Just learn how to use your chrono, man. It's not that hard.
Where are we?
All right. Rephrase. I can't read that when I'm on the field. All right.
So
you see one of magnifying glass.
Getting back to the rules for everybody here. For those of you who are new to the game, your objective on this game is to support your team in finding sample stamps on the field, and they will be in the form of red coolers that you're looking for on the field. If you're not haven't been assigned to be a sample collector, there we go. Look at Ian. That's what it'll look like. Now inside of that, unless you're a sample collector, do not touch that. Do not open it. Just leave it alone. And we will have those locked up onto the field, so they can't be moved. So, what you need to do once
booby trap one.
And be advised, the tribals are encouraged to booby trap them around there. So the tribals will be guarding those coolers. So if you manage to knock the defenders out, what you need to do is contact your chain of command and tell them that you found it, where you found it, and they can vector as many of your sample collectors to that location. Those sample collectors will have the information on how to get that stamp onto their card, and once they've gotten that card, just leave that cooler alone and head off and go find the next one. That's the entire half of the objectives. The other objective in the game is another 4 set of stamps are in the possession of the team COs. So your other objective in this game is to knock out the guards around the other faction COs. Get to the CO within 5 minutes because he's got a bleed out time, and once you can get to him, he will stamp your sample collector's card. So again, it's similar to the stationary coolers. You've got to protect your sample collectors and get them to the bleeding out CO before he finishes bleeding out. And
Or you can just walk up to the green CO and just shoot him and
You guys were gonna walk off, and I was gonna take your CO out.
Fine. You did. That was good. No, I got what you meant.
Fuck those guys in the tower. Let them get out. We're going this way.
Thank you for not.
No.
saying anything.
I'm dead. Just go up and get him.
Which one? The one with the blue green beret?
Guy.
Listen, I can drink 151 straight. I can drink it. My man's gonna take. Wow.
Really?
Don't even do it again.
Andy's turned with the shame.
and I was standing there watching it the whole time, just laughing my ass off.
So that's how it's done, or at least how you can get to the CO of an opposing faction. And once he's out, he's bleeding out. So you just get your sample collectors, radio it in and try to get as many of your sample collectors over to him, and that CO will stamp their sample cards. And once you can get, and by the end of the day, hopefully you've gotten all of all 8 samples, hopefully, or somewhere close to that. And then Ian and I will judge who got the most, which faction got the most stamps, and we'll call a winner at the end of the day. So that is your main goal of the games. It's not like your typical airsoft game where you're supposed to, take a base and hold it. Your job is to go explore the entire field and find these samples, these sample coolers, and find your opposing faction's COs and take them out. All right.
Now here's the big question: what food vendor is going to be there this year?
Oh, we've got 2, is what I've heard. One's
okay.
a barbecue, so that's that. And we've got. I don't have the names of them. I know one of them is coming back from last year, but that's what I've heard as far as food. So, which leads into food. This is a nonstop game. There isn't a lunch break. So either bring your water and some and power bars or whatever you need to bring onto the field, and police yourself. Don't just throw garbage onto the field, or you can it's you have the freedom to take a break with your squad or with your team, with your home team, and get something to eat back over at the shop if you want to, but it's really up to you. But if the game is running nonstop from from start until the end of the day. Okay. I swear, he's just smoking a cigar.
No, the Sid is still a little bit salty.
Yeah, yes. I have a feeling there's going to be a personal vendetta out there. I could be wrong. We'll see.
Oh, no. The vendetta has carried out beyond bad blood. Like, was it Syndicate 1? I put out a hit on him. His own team, like he wasn't even on a team, but both teams were trying to collect.
Look, hey, I'm just gonna say things happen, and if when I'm walking the field and I don't see it, I don't see it.
All right, so
I'm bringing one of my rubber melees just for you, Joker. Just for you. I'm gonna pack that shit right now.
All right, let's see. Where are we?
Respawn and triage. So this is also another unusual thing about this game. You have the respawn rules are for typical airsoft games. You respawn where you start, and you can respawn from your start point, but the field is so large that we've created a mobile respawn point, which we call the triage. So just look for one of your faction players or your faction embed. They're usually around the triage, and you look for the pool noodle. That is the symbol. That is the flag for the triage. And any dead player from your faction can go there, and when the embed tells you to respawn, you respawn from that location. So this is why it behooves you to stick with your team. If you stick where they are, you get killed. You generally know where the triage is, and you can get to it fairly quickly. If you start wandering off and like, hey, hey, let's go to this castle that I see on the map. Let's go there. Well, you can, but just bear in mind that your respawn point at that point is going to be back where you started, or if you can figure out where the rest of your faction is, that's where it's going to be. So it behooves you to stick with your faction. Any other tips for the triage?
Tom, are we getting two?
Yes. So there'll be two per faction.
Use that time in triage to drink water.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, please.
Yes. And eat. And reload.
Please make sure, by the way, I know jerky is a very common snack that is consumed because of the high protein. Please get low sodium. Get low sodium.
Now here's another question.
You will.
And the embeds that they're doing the triage, the respawns, it just players from another faction. Can they respawn them also, or send them to go look for theirs? Okay.
Well,
yeah,
we have done that in the past where we find a couple stragglers who are literally the other side of the field from their team. And I know I've asked Liam to do this before.
Yeah. And I've
let
done
them
it last year
respawn
myself.
with you and then kind of send them off. Don't make it a practice. Don't just start hoarding in whoever you find and say respawn with us. But if you got a couple stragglers and they're suffering, they just confused, they don't know what to do, let them respawn with you and then send them in the direction you think that they should be going. And wish them luck. Don't shoot them in the back. And
what I told some last year when I run into that when I was with Choose Group was I respawned them. I told them put the red rags on and go find your own team. That way nobody shoots you again. So
that's what I would recommend. And if for those of you for the embeds there, or if you let me just say for the players who are new to this game or if you get totally lost and you don't know where your team is and your radio's down, go find an embed from another faction and they'll help you out. And for the embeds, if you get some of these lost players, that's the reason why I have everybody on the staff channel. Reach out to the embeds of that player's faction and work out how to vector these lost sheep over back to where
get a general location of which direction to send them in.
Right. Yeah. Marxist doesn't have that problem.
Send them to the castle.
Yeah.
I mean, castle is center, and once they get to
no,
the
I'm
castle.
joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
No. I mean, in a way,
don't send him to castle. He'll be in there.
It's not a
he's gonna
terrible
be in
idea.
castle.
Only
He's not nobody to
because
bother him.
if they get to the castle, it is a known point on the map. They might be confused on where they are. It's a known spot on the map. They can then kind of figure out where they need to be, at least to go to where they originally started from.
Yeah,
so,
if you can't figure out the grid coordinates, at least use some of the landmarks and just say, where are you guys headed? Are you headed over to Tipman Town, or are you heading over to Castle War? And just figure it out that way.
Not to mention the great thing about the castle is the black shirts will be there. They'll have lawn chairs and a cooler, the whole picnic going.
It's gonna have a tent set up with a grill going.
Any idea what the weather's going to be like?
Nope. That's my mantra.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go over to weather.com. You can't really trust this even this soon. I mean, this close to the game. I generally don't even trust the 10-day forecasts. But let me. Okay.
Maybe 80.
Well,
I
mean, do you have it up already?
We're rain or shine unless there's lightning.
No. I just wanted to make sure that we start telling people now to start hydrating and make sure you bring enough liquid if it's going to be really hot.
That's regardless. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. That's regardless. Start pounding the water now. Oh yeah.
Joker.
83. High of 83.
Yeah, Joker. Post that up.
Yep. Looks good right now.
Zombie death mask.
Knock on wood.
To what now?
The question, zombie death mask, just popped up.
Oh.
Over there.
Oh, okay, right. We were talking about this earlier.
Oh, yes. So we were talking about that. No.
Really? They're not allowed?
No.
Y'all are no fun.
And Anthony McLean, yes, there's a night game on Friday.
Well, it's not that we're no fun. I'm no fun. It's I'm going to be that guy. It's Airsoft Innovations. They scare the crap out of me, and I'd be willing to. I'm going to go out on that limb and say it's probably not in EMR's insurance. So I'd rather not risk it.
It actually
have
has
somebody bring one of those things, and like Virtue was saying, with a too high of a charge, and the thing blows up. That's not going to be fun.
Can I answer that for you real quick? Because I have one.
Please.
It actually the way the shell is designed that it goes down and it shoots straight out the bottom. So it's got about that much space between the top part of the cap and out. It actually has less of an impact than holding on to a TAG 67 or even an EG 67.
Okay, you know what? Let's see if you can all agree to this. Whoever has it, I guess, what is zombie death mask? If you have one, bring it to the game.
Yeah.
Find me and Moondog. We will
Well,
find
actually,
Tim.
the most important thing is going to be Tim.
We'll try it. Yeah. We'll
Okay,
find us. We'll find Tim and we'll try it.
Hold
See
on.
if he says yes or
I've
no.
got one in my kit. Joker's got one in his kit. We'll be there before they get there. I will let you guys play around with mine.
Yeah, I don't have mine anymore. Remember, it got stolen. But
all right.
Yeah.
But I was gonna. So, Zombie, just understand that if you throw that thing, there's a high likelihood it's not coming back.
They are I don't bring mine to this game because they are too damn expensive.
Yeah. So
right.
just understand that.
Go ahead and bring it. We will test Virtues out with the field owner. If he says okay, we'll put the word out that it's okay. If he says no, be expected to leave it in your car. Is that fair?
All right.
All right.
Okay.
$100 gone. $100 gone.
Yeah.
Are they really that expensive? Well, are they? You can't get them anymore. So.
Well, the price has gone up online because their stuff innovation is gone, but they're built like a tank. Like,
wow.
They are.
And the people that kept blowing them up were putting the brown chargers, which are designed to drive nails through steel. And if you read the packaging, and they tell you not to use them in this grenade, and idiots were using them in that grenade.
So there you go.
All right.
Now that also brings up to the other question: smoke markers. The only smoke markers that are allowed on this field, and this is a field rule, is sports smoke. And so sports smokes are all white as far as I know.
That's
so
correct.
if you see colored smoke, and if any of EMR staff sees that player's gone. So just be aware that only sports smoke is allowed on the fields
I'm gonna caveat that. I know that Enola Gay also makes a white smoke. Don't game the system. Sports smoke only. Don't be sneaking EG whites on there, because if we find those, you're gone. Just all
don't
Enola
ruin
Gay
it for
smoke.
everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Tim will have them ejected from the field.
All
immediately.
Enola
You're done.
smoke, Enola Gay smoke is a no go. Only sports smoke.
Yeah, and because you don't, I mean, if it all it takes is a couple of bad players, and no smoke will be allowed at the next game. So
What about
let's not do that, guys.
I know who threw the EG67 back in 2019.
They're allowed.
So do I.
EG67s are allowed.
Yeah,
They weren't
EG67.
I mean the EG smoke. The EG smoke. I know who threw it.
Now, are the tag and smoke rounds allowed? Like the
No.
ones you fire from the launcher?
No.
Okay.
Only
No.
sports smokes are the only smokes allowed.
You know
And
what?
what
Any
about
grenades are
grenades?
allowed,
Hold on,
like
hold on.
the tag-ins.
Hold on. Back to Anthony. No aerial tagging whatsoever is allowed.
Okay.
If you have your hand like some surplus pyro tagging, no. Chalk tagging, 100% no. So the only tagging products that are allowed are the hand grenades. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so
those are
what
few
other
and far-
peak grenades are allowed this year? The same ones that were last year?
EG 67.
Okay.
Yeah. I meant to bring this up earlier, but I sidetracked. Taggin has the AFG What the hell were they, Mark?
Fours.
Yeah.
AFG fours.
No,
AFG
I
fours.
thought they
are
merged.
literally
They merged the AFG 6 into the FBG 4. So whichever one it is now. Yeah.
It's a yellow shell. Anyway, the packaging literally says they're used for outdoor use only. I don't know if we're going to allow them, if we're not going to allow them. But if we do allow them, dear God, do not throw them directly at anyone.
Yeah.
The sports smokes are yellow too, right?
They will bruise.
No, Sports Smoke is white. It's a green wrapper and with white smoke.
A green wrapper. Okay, I'm thinking of a different one then.
Yeah, but yeah, tagging AFGs are incredibly loud.
As the dummy the dummy grenade rules, I'm pretty sure according to EMR's rules is it has to actually explode something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that.
I don't know what a dummy grenade is.
Well, I don't know because some
Are
people
you referring
count
to the 6
the
millimeter Pro Shop shit?
the Thunder Bees. Some people count Thunder Bees as dummy grenades because it doesn't actually launch anything out, but it makes the sound. So I think it has to actually project something in a room for it to kill people.
Yeah, indoors we're not allowing the Thunder Bees because it's just it's a hearing issue. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it sucks in the downstairs of the castle.
Unless you mean the actual dummy simulator grenades, which do absolutely nothing. I mean,
those are nothing.
I would say if
those
you
will
throw
scare the
them
crap
and
out of
somebody
people.
runs, it's their own stupidity.
Yeah.
Moondog, do you remember Wolf used to do that? He had a Thunder Bee that never worked, but he would throw it at people and they would just scatter.
Yeah, and and I love it. The guys will pick up spent Thunder Bee casings and throw them. So
throw them into a room and gets everybody out of the room real quick.
Yeah.
BB shower? Are you talking like shower grenades?
It's the 6 millimeter Pro Shop ones.
Oh, the ones that just fling BBs?
Yeah, those are allowed.
Oh, those are fine.
Oh yeah, those are fine.
Yeah.
If you get a kill with one of those, get footage. I'm just saying.
I'll shake your hand.
Those things fling BBs so slow you can dodge them.
Now, if you're talking about the other type, see my previous statement, Airsoft Innovations. So there you go.
Like the AI tornadoes or whatever.
So much hate.
Yes, lots of it. Because I've been on the receiving end. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, Brad, the AFG6. The reason I said that with those is we have a guy who's literally has a deep tissue bruise because one landed underneath of him, and another guy whose hip got knocked out of alignment because the grenade went off under his butt.
Oh.
Like the AFG6s are specifically designed for outdoor wide radius use. They are not meant for indoors or to be thrown at people.
Is those the yellow ones or the orange ones? Because I know the orange ones are a lot louder.
Yellow cylinder with the black band.
Yeah.
Liam,
I have
do you
one
have
of
one in the talk there?
Sorry?
No.
Do you have one?
No.
All right. Now, while we're on the topic of no-nos, I know we covered this last month. What are we going to do if somebody shows up with a flak?
No.
Okay.
No.
Anthony was not here, and I brought this up before. Anthony, you can tell me no, whatever. You're the boss. If somebody shows up with a flag 5 or a flag 10, I'm telling them to fuck off.
What's a flak?
Flag 10 was Airsoft Innovation's last big failure. It is a shotgun that either fires 5 or 10 rounds at a time, which doesn't sound too bad until you realize this is a gas gun with an adjustable choke, adjustable FPS. So what happens is people crank it up and they end up, I shit you not, it's the size of a quarter, 10 BBs hitting somebody in that group.
No.
I finally healed up from when I went up to Crucible and I got shot with it through padding.
It is dangerous. At 10 feet, it leaves a giant bruise.
No.
AKA take it the fuck elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's right up there with
like you said, Anthony wasn't on the call that time, and I want to make sure he's at least aware that this thing exists.
Yeah, people here are old enough to remember was it the Strifer? The Strafer?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That thing is now not actually qualified as an airsoft gun legally. It's now classified as a personal less than lethal self-defense weapon. The flak is worse.
Oh my. Okay. They failed because they could have gone to a whole nother market.
Well,
And,
they
and,
failed
and,
because
and
they expected
they dreamed
people to
this up
buy
and,
it.
and sold it.
Well, they expected people to self-regulate, but the average airsofter, you give them a toy they can tinker with, they're going to push their limits with it.
Yeah.
And it has to be said too. It takes M4 mags.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good point.
So you could put an M4 drum mag on that thing and just go.
I watched a
bling.
kid. Sorry, I watched a kid dump the 250 round mag that came out. The
Well,
The
flash
EDM?
mag.
EPM1.
yeah, the EPM one
Oh yeah.
in under 30 seconds dumped it.
Oh my.
Airsoft gun, go burr.
Somebody's
And
gonna
I'm
get
like,
gun beer.
Can you still buy them?
No.
No,
No.
they can't.
No,
That's one of the reasons they went under. They couldn't keep up with the production.
I don't
because so
think
many
that
people were trying to buy it.
Airsoft Innovations might be under right now, but as soon as their supply chain issue suddenly comes the thing, all of a sudden they're going to be for sale. They're still stall shit again. But
Yeah, probably.
They're banned at every indoor field I know of, and most outdoor events are starting to ban them because people show up and they go, "It can't be that bad" until they see it shoot.
Yeah.
or in the Immortal Words of Sin, no, it's not 10 shots. I was like, it's 10 shots. It's
So
10
he
shots.
came to me with it. I was like, nobody makes a 10-shot shotgun. That's ludicrous. Why would you do that? And then I saw the gun and I saw the AI on the side. And I went, that's why.
As I'm bleeding from my arm through paintball pads. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
All right. So uniforms.
Yes. Do you have the graphic up there, Joker? So, for those of you,
Who do you want to start with?
well,
I think this one, I guess.
yeah. Let's start with I don't know which one you're starting off with. Okay. So
That one.
this graphic was made by Ian. Ian, you want to talk about it?
I mean, yeah, we've been dealing with this question for the last 10 years. The biggest thing is the confusion with multicam and tan and whatnot. And I said this in the Deus Ex group the other day, and I take responsibility because I didn't catch it when we wrote the player packet. Player packet is very ambiguous about the Deus Ex uniform. And we state in there that you're allowed to wear a tan combat shirt under a green plate carrier. While that is true, that is also not true. Our mentality when writing that was combat shirt, aka tan torso, multicam sleeves.
Yeah.
Because the tan torso is going to be covered theoretically by whatever vest you're wearing. And it did cause some confusion, and there were some people saying, but the player packet says I can wear a tan shirt. No, you can't. So I came up with a solution for those who are creative. And all you happen to have is a tan shirt, or one guy has a tan flight suit. Sounded really cool. Get some green paint, get some white paint, and go all Jackson Pollock on it. Just don't go too green, because then you're verging into Green's Army territory. But take your tan base and kind of play with it. It's not perfect, but it's better than straight up tan, which is against the rules. You know what I mean?
I have another good suggestion for those of you who don't have multicam. Multicam duct tape or cloth tape, super cheap. You could get it just about anywhere on Amazon. It's like less than $5 a roll. Just wrap it around your sleeves, a couple of bands of that, and you're good. You're good. Because it's really
does Cry make duct tape, bro?
It's not official Cry. So
like I said, I take responsibility for not catching that and making it ambiguous. But I mean, if you don't have multicam and you sign up for Deus Ex, my argument is you knew Deus Ex was multicam. Why'd you sign up? But if you don't have the uniform, wear a white T-shirt. It's that white is okay.
Wear a white T-shirt,
yeah. And you can find and it's not just multicam. We've got ATAX and Cryptic Mandrake. I mean, you can find those tapes, and I see a lot of knockoff Mandrake all the time. So it's out there. You just the whole point of this is just to be more easily identifiable by your own team, so you don't get shot up by your own team.
dude,
And it happens with guys showing up, wearing
It's gonna happen anyway.
OD.
Oh, dude,
We're trying to reduce that.
We had it last year. I had some guy showed up the green in like full tan kit, and I told him no. And he just looked at me. He goes, "Well, that's all I have." I was like, "Well, Walmart's right down the road, man.
We got vendors. You go get a
Like,
poncho.
You've had months to prepare for this."
Yeah.
All right, Jay Rodriguez is asking plate carriers of any color still? Yes.
Yes.
Gear. Okay, here's where gear gets blurry. Plate carriers, vests, harnesses, battle belts, holsters, any color you have. Headgear, that includes hats and helmets. I know some people might say, well, helmet is protective gear. Yes, but it's headgear. It's part of your uniform, so it's got to match. There, you can get tape. You can
Duct tape
paint
is your
it.
friend.
Yeah, duct tape is your friend, or you can paint it, or you can just
Amazon
whatever.
cover.
But yeah, a helmet cover. But yeah, a helmet is part of your uniform, not your gear. I hope that clears that up. So
Oh,
carriers.
was that Jay Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Ian, you don't know him, so you have to say this part when you're talking to Jay. It has to be children and family appropriate, Jay.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he'll probably paint nude pictures on him.
Lovely. All right, so yeah, plate carriers, vests, harnesses, any kind of rig, any color you want, because we're not going to ask you to color match your expensive stuff. I get that, but helmets must match.
And
Jay is the guy that brought the sword Coxcalibur to the last Syndicate event.
Sick.
If I don't see it, I don't see it.
Well, if Tim sees it,
You didn't want to
It's a
see
tan
it.
helmet, PDU black. Yes, that's fine. I
Yeah,
mean, if you're going to wear an off-color rig, expect to get hit. Expect some friendly fire. It's going to happen, but it's allowed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Is just bear that in mind that you're trying to look as much as you can like the team that you're on. So one that you don't get identified as the wrong player, and that could just ruin your whole experience. It's just constantly getting shot up by your own team. So yeah, it behooves you to just do what you
And
can
if you
to
really
make it match.
and if you really want to use any color, establish yourself as a good player, and then you can join the trouble team next year.
This is true.
There you go.
I could just tell you right now, I learned this lesson with my first Bad Blood by wearing ACU. Hey, Anthony, move your mic a little bit away. You're breathing into it.
Quit breathing, old man.
Why?
Try-
Why?
quit trying
What's
to-
wrong with ACU?
Oh, when you're on Marxist, it looks green and you get
Yeah,
shot
it
a
does.
lot.
Hey,
Yeah, it-
I remember when we used to
Yeah.
have Task Force Congo, and its uniform was ACU.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why we combined them. So, all right. So I think we've hopefully covered most of the
Did you-
questions for everybody.
Did you want me to put up the other colors?
Oh yes, yeah. Let's just go
Yeah,
through the other
Yeah, it can't
teams.
Big confusion's always been, though, of course, whatchamacallit, multi.
Now, Marxist has the most generous camo requirements. It's basically any desert 10-ish camo. It could be anything from Rhodesian to whatever you happen to pick up over at Hot Topic.
Cryptic
So
Nomad's a fun one. My personal favorite. Just
yeah. Now, and black shirts, it's in the name. Wear a black or almost black shirt, uniform, and you're good. Which includes the Arctic camo. Now, the CO of from 2 years back on greens also got tired of having his players misidentified as Deus Ex, and so wanted to restrict it to these 6 camos. I'll leave that up to the CO for next year whether or not you want to expand upon that or change it up. But again, the intention here is just to standardize, so it makes identification of your forces that much easier. So should be able to at least find olive drab or ranger green in just about any bit of kit or gear. It's a standard, and of course, now with the fun things going on in Ukraine, we'll start seeing more woodland and woodland type camos appearing in so many things.
Flora and Flectarn are actually getting pretty popular right now. So,
excuse you, sir. M81 is God's plaid.
Yeah.
There's going to be a woodland tracksuit soon.
If there's not already.
Bonus points
there
for Blue
definitely are.
Adidas.
You just have to look hard enough.
Okay, so we're actually over the hour now. I wanted to get to the Olight giveaway because we had a lot more people entering this time, and before we get started and do the spin, I just wanted to say that for those of you who entered, thanks for doing that, and for those of you who didn't make it in time, I got some late entries who passed the deadline. There's still an opportunity. If you are coming to the game, I'm giving away 2 more lights at the game. All you have to do is when you go through registration, and also in the afternoon when you pick up your raffle tickets for the end of game raffle, you just have to show my son or daughter your phone that shows that you have subscribed to Moondog R&D, and you'll get a special ticket for the Olight specific raffle. There's a separate ticket for that. You'll get it for free if you can show that either you have subscribed to Moondog R&D or my TikTok, and you'll get a special extra raffle ticket. So there's still an opportunity there. All right, so for the winner, we're gonna pick the winner for the Olight giveaway for the mini, and oh, that was close. I thought that was going to stop on blue.
I thought it was too.
So I'm going to reach out to, was it Malik?
Malik.
Yes, Malik. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Malik, I'm going to reach out to you and just make sure that you're over 18 and valid. But congratulations, you won the Olight. I'll contact you, get from the information you sent me, from the email you sent me, and Olight will be sending you a Boulder Mini. So there you go.
I have
All right.
a question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, valid question just popped up. Okay.
He's asking, is there an age limit to win the raffle?
For
18.
this, 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
Another quick question. Did we ever come up with a determination that the Dead Blood game was only going to be pistols and no shotties for this game for this year?
Who said that?
When did we talk about that?
Well, we still should. We would still have shotguns.
I don't remember anybody talking about not having
No
a shotgun.
shotties. Yeah.
I mean,
No, it came up once.
low power shotguns.
I would say it came up once prior, and I think what we were all talking about it, and nobody made a decision. Like, you guys were going to talk about it. It was no gas-powered shotguns, but we were going to allow springers and pistols was the conversation.
Most importantly, the HPA shotguns.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
think that
gas-powered
was the big
shotgun.
thing that we decided against was no HPA shotguns. I don't personally have a problem with the green gas shotguns or the CO2 ones, as long as you're not using the AA-12. You know who you are.
Which one's the A12?
The auto shotgun.
It's the big
the auto
boxy
shotgun.
semi-automatic.
It's the LMG
shotgun.
disguised as a shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just, when my body got tattooed last time, it was because of that one HPA shotgun over and over and over again.
Yeah. So to answer that your question, and it's no HPA shotguns, but shotguns are definitely encouraged. Otherwise, Springer shotguns especially. We are. I think it was two or 3 years ago. I had a rule that they only counted as one hit, but I'm going to rescind that. So if you are hit with a shotgun within 15 feet, it counts as 3 hits. So
Valid.
I'm bringing my crossbow.
Nerf crossbows. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try
All
the
right.
Nerf archery.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up before we wrap things up? Okay. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We hope that we answered all your questions. Be sure to, if you have any further questions, please post it up on either your faction Facebook group or on the Bad Blood series Facebook group, and we'll endeavor to answer them. We'll see you on Friday. The early chrono starts around 5 o'clock. Hopefully. But not earlier than that. So don't count on trying to get in earlier. We might not just be ready, and it all depends on whether or not we those chrono volunteers. Again, if you want to volunteer for chrono, please reach out to me or reach out to Anthony here. We could always use more help, but it'll all depend on when, if we have a sufficient chrono crew on site on Friday. We can as soon as we have those, we can start the Friday chrono, and we'll be there until 7 o'clock for early registration, and then first thing in the morning on Saturday for regular registration. All right. Anyway, safe travels, everyone. If I don't talk to you before then. Oh, what is that?
I remember this conversation now, and we did agree to this gentleman. Apologize if you're not. With an HPA tapped shotgun, we did agree that if he was under FPS limits, we were going to allow it. I do remember this conversation. So it wouldn't. He's right. We did say it was okay, and now we're saying it's not okay.
Now, is that for the main game or for Dead Blood?
Dead Blood.
Shit.
I do remember this conversation.
I forgot about it too, honestly.
I totally forgot about it in terms of for Dead Blood.
Yeah, I mean, the conclusion we came up with was as long as they were within the low power HP FPS, we were okay with it.
All right, let's for those for the more HPA draught, is there a way to lock that in and make sure that
you can always make it? You can always chrono it lower, but
yeah,
what I would tell everybody is that I mean the spirit of this game is not to have that, so I would go with the pistol personally. But hey,
so to answer Moondog's question, yes, we can tone it down and lock it in. At a certain point, it depends on the gun and depends on the rig. At a certain point, it's going to get so low that there's no point in running the shotgun. You might as well throw a bag of BBs at somebody.
Joker does have a point.
And how low do you want it to go to?
Dead Blood is a bonus on top of the amazing weekend you're getting. So if you really feel you need to be that guy who just dominates at literally a free game that's put on because we want to have some more fun, reevaluate your life.
All right, look, Zombie Deathmatch is actually asking the question because it's a green gas, the tank exploded, I put my hose on it, it was okay. Yeah. I don't care, just asking because no point to pack if not allowed. I'm
sorry, hold on, I need clarification real quick. It was green gas, the internal tank exploded, and you just connected a line straight to the regular flow valve? Because if you did that, by all means, bring it. If you did that, by all means, bring it, because it's never going to perform well.
But here's what's going to happen. Here's what will happen, though. As soon as somebody sees him with that tank on that gun, when he goes out to play, and we rejected a bunch of other people from doing
everybody else is going to want to bring
good point.
I mean, ultimately, this decision is up to these two, but, yes, we can lock it down and we can maintain the control. Through we can do it.
Zombie, I like your attitude. Just don't bring it for the zombie game. That's all.
Yeah.
I think I appreciate that you're good with that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're kind of double backing on that one. Honestly, it was kind of a quick pass through in the last conversation, if I'm not mistaken.
We do appreciate you bringing it back up and being understanding that we're going to say no.
I'll be the moderator. I'll be the voice of reason.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
please.
the end of the world. Joker's the voice of reason.
It happens. It happens like once in a blue moon. But hey, guys, I
All
just
right.
don't
Clock's wrong twice, right
All
twice a
right.
day. You know.
Okay, everyone. Thank you
Nick.
for being online here, and we're gonna try to do a post game, maybe a quick one on Sunday, or I mean, sorry, Saturday, next Saturday. But we'll see if we can even get any decent connection. But otherwise, we'll see you on the field on bright early on Saturday morning. Safe travels to the field, and I'll leave it to Joker for the final word, since this is his channel that we're graciously
thank
being
you.
allowed on.
Well, we'll try. We'll definitely try to like stream something when we go up there. I'm bringing a laptop with all the stuff as long as we got Wi-Fi. We'll try, right? That's what we can always do. Try. Thank everybody for coming on. We were 5 days away, so thank you, Moondog, Ian, Virtue, Buck, Siam, Liam, Carbon, and Headkill. From all of us to all of you, we will see you in 5 days. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents always call your hit.